everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another grocery haul here on my channel. You guys have really seemed to be interested in these grocery hauls and what I pick up, which is fantastic because I am so enthusiastic about making them. It is the highlight of my week, which I don't know if it's really sad or really good. I'm gonna go with really good. So with this grocery haul, I went to Aldi, Woolworths, the Greengrocer, an Asian grocer. I also went to a bulk store. That's 5 stores. That's wow. No wonder why it actually took me 3 hours to do all of this shopping. Is that sad? I don't know. I'm on school holidays, so I guess not. Anyway, so I'm going to go through and show you everything that I picked up for the week. Please make sure that you have clicked that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up. And let's get to it. So I'm being super lazy today. I'm going to sit down at my dining table and I'm just gonna show you everything that I got. I was going to show it from a bird's eye view, but because the lighting in here is quite bad today because it is raining outside, I figured I would do this way. So I am being a little bit lazy today, but that's okay. So the first thing that I picked up is some spring onions. So I use those in pretty much every single dish that I do. I picked up two zucchinis. I picked up a quarter cabbage, so I'll halve this for spring rolls and some wontons that I'm going to make and freeze for when I go back to school because I am on school holidays at the moment. I picked up a large thing of ginger. Again, these go in spring rolls, these go in wontons, this goes in soup, it goes in pretty much everything, so that's delicious. I picked up just a single carrot for spring rolls and then I'll just eat the rest, I guess. And they always come, I don't know, what are these things? They always come with these little hairy bits. Like, I don't know why the carrot's hairy. Anyway, some basil for some basil pesto. I will put the basil pesto in a chicken and mushroom risotto that I'm going to make, and then just a basil pesto just to give it that extra bit of flavor. And for that risotto as well, I picked up some cup mushrooms to go in it, and I also picked up some Swiss mushrooms as well, just to give the mushroom a little bit more variety and different flavor. Picked up just one red capsicum or bell pepper if you are in America, one tomato, and this tomato's huge, like that's my palm and it fits, it's massive. But anyway, I'm not complaining. One brown onion. This is for, and I can't remember why I picked this up because I don't normally eat brown onions, but there was a particular recipe that I was just going to suck it up and just eat it. I can't remember, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I picked up 3 potatoes. I actually don't have any plans to use these in a meal this week, but usually if we are on a Friday or on a Saturday and we can't be bothered cooking, we usually cook up some meat and have potatoes, some chips. Now the thing that I really need to buy myself is some produce bags because, and I'm really trying to reduce my plastic. And when I was at the Greengrocer, I had to pick up this green bag for my sugar snap peas. And I really need to purchase some produce bags. So if you do know, or you have some produce bags that you have bought from and you are in Australia or preferably Melbourne, can you please leave a comment down below of where I can purchase some, because I really need to buy them because I don't want to use this plastic bag. So that's all the fruits and veg that I got for this week. Moving on to the meats. The first thing I picked up was some middle bacon. So this will go in a chicken and mushroom pie, as well as just for breakfast as well, and then freezing the rest. I picked up 2 pork mince, one for pork and cabbage wontons, the other for the pork spring rolls that I'm going to attempt to make again. I attempted to make them last time and they just didn't work out, so I'm gonna try again. The next thing I picked up is some 2 kilo, it's so heavy, 2 kilo 3-star mince. This was $22 for 2 kilos, so $11 a kilo, which is so good, from Aldi, which is amazing. The next thing I picked up is from Woolworths, and this is barbecue pork. So I'm going to cut this up really finely and put it in some Singapore noodles that I'm going to make. I'm not going to add any chicken or anything, or prawns. We don't eat seafood in this house. But I really did want to put in some barbecue pork for that recipe. So I picked that up and it's actually quite expensive. It's $30 a kilo and I got exactly 200 grams. So it's $6, but whatever. As long as it gives the Singapore noodles some flavor, I don't really care. The next thing I am going to move on to, I went to an Asian grocer as well, and I picked up a few things for Singapore noodles, wonton noodle soup, and wontons. So the first thing that I got are some wonton skins. I think there's roughly around $60 a packet. These are so cheap. Do not buy wonton wrappers from Coles or Woolworths. They are not the same and they do not taste as good, and they're really hard to work with if you buy them from Woolworths and Coles. And of course they're more expensive. So buy them, if you do have an Asian grocer around you, buy them from there. They are so much cheaper. I think these were around $2.50 for around 60. Whereas if you go to Coles or Woolworths, they're, I don't know, I think I paid like $4 or $5, which is such a joke. The next thing I picked up, it's not a food item, but it is a strainer, I guess. I picked this up for straining vermicelli or vermicelli, depends on how you want to pronounce it, noodles, as well as scooping out a large amount of wontons with my broth. And it's just really versatile, plus I needed it. So, and this was only $4, so that was good. Next thing I picked up are some egg noodles. These ones are for the wonton noodle soup. The next thing I got was some now, I don't know if this is vermicelli or vermicelli, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I've heard it both ways, but I picked this up as well for Singapore noodles. Again, I don't know if these are the right ones, but I'm gonna give it a go anyway. Moving on to dairy and cold produce. I picked up some halloumi for halloumi burgers and for breakfast as well. I also picked up this fruit swirled blueberry. This one's from Aldi. I think it's like $3 something compared to $5 or $6 at Woolworths. So it's really good, and honestly, it tastes the exact same. I picked up some full cream for Lewis. So just some normal milk. I picked up the orange, mandarin, and grapefruit nothing but nudie juice. This one's really yum. It is quite a thick consistency. It's not like nectar, but it's in between, but it is really nice. Next, just picked up some free range eggs just because we were running out and we need some more. The next thing I picked up, just some corn chips just to have for dip and nachos or just melted cheese on it. Yum. The next thing I picked up is some Cadbury baking chips real milk chocolate. These are the only ones that I really like to put in my chocolate chip cookies because they actually melt. Whereas if you get like, I don't know what brand it is, I think it's by Nestle, it's in a red packaging. I find that those chocolate chips never ever melt. Now I did pick up a few things for Lewis. I picked up these sliced jalapenos. These were on special for $3, so I actually ended up picking up 2 because they are normally around $4. So $1 off, I was like, why not? Just pick up two for him, and then I won't have to pick them up for about another fortnight. The next thing I got was some Keen's traditional curry powder. This curry powder is the best. Normally I would buy all of my powders, my herbs and everything from a bulk store, but I wasn't game enough to play around with the curry powder because this is my absolute favorite and it lasts for years and years and years. I'm pretty sure my mum still has one that's probably 5 years old. That is so disgusting, but it still tastes the same and we haven't died yet. So now the last thing that I picked up from Aldi, when they have their special buys, sometimes that they are so cheap in price that you have to go a little ham. Now I don't use this sauce in particular, but Lewis does and he uses it on the regular. I picked up not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Frank's Red Hot Original Cayenne Pepper Sauce. This is 354 mils and they were $2.99. The ones that are around about half the size of this are about $4 each. So I had to get 4. I didn't have to, but I had to get 4 because Lewis uses them and pretty much every single thing that he eats, and this will hopefully last him a really long time. The expiry date is more than a year from now, so if he doesn't use them within the year, that's fine. This will still most likely only last him around 6 months. So that's okay. The next store that I went to is called the Source Bulk Food Store. I go here to pick up all of my herbs, some spices, flour, some pasta and some rice. So it's this store here. So if you haven't ever been there, that's the label. I don't know if it's focused on it or not. But I go here to pick up all of the ingredients that I use for my bath soak or salts, and I'll leave the link up here for you to go and click on that video so you can find out how you can make your own bath salts and bath soaks. They're so cheap. Everything that I picked up cost me under $11, and it made 2 massive batches of bath soak and salts. So I picked up some, what's this? This is coconut milk powder. I picked up some rose petals. They sell everything. They sell tea, they sell rose petals, they sell everything. Himalayan salt I also picked up. I got some Epsom salt as well. So I use all of those things to put in my bath soaks and salts. So really, really good price. They are all across Australia, I believe. So if you are in the market for making your own DIY bath soaks or bath salts, I really recommend that store. So that's it for the video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, I am actually going to challenge myself. I am really getting on the zero waste lifestyle bandwagon. It does not seem like it today because of all of the plastic that I picked up. But next week, I'm going to challenge myself to not buy anything in plastic. So if I need to pick up any meat, I then need to go to the butcher and ask them to put all the meat in a plastic container that is for fruits and veg, not buying anything in plastic. No, because everything comes in plastic. So that's my challenge for next week. I also challenge it to you as well. And if you do make YouTube videos and you would like to participate in this challenge, please tag me and I will be interested to see what you came up with. So have a fantastic rest of your day. Please make sure that you have hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a thumbs up because it really does help me out a lot, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.